Let's turn to another issue impacting the wallets of Americans. The Federal Reserve approving its second straight interest rate cut, lowering its benchmark rate by a quarter point. The decision coming amid growing concerns over a recent wave of layoffs and the economic fallout of the government shutdown that Ryan just reported on. NBC's business correspondent Brian Cheung here to break all of it down. First of all, let's just start with the decision itself. What can we glean from the Fed's decision to cut the second cut in 2 months now, and what will it mean for folks who are watching and listening? Yeah, well, look, that's going to be marginally better for anyone that's looking at those mortgage rates or credit card borrowing rates, auto loan rates, because, again, the expectation that the Fed would cut interest rates is a big reason why the 30-year mortgage has already come down from over 7% at the beginning of this year to around 6% now. But here's the question. The Fed has another meeting in December, and you would think after back-to-back meetings of cutting interest rates, they might cut interest rates again. The Fed Chair Jay Powell saying, whoa, pump the brakes. He said December is not a foregone conclusion. He said even far from it from another interest rate cut. So essentially, that could put a pin in those borrowing costs going down further from here. But of course, it depends on what the economy looks like.
Can you read between the lines? Because the Fed essentially has two jobs: keep unemployment down, keep inflation down. It won't cut rates if it's worried about inflation. It will cut rates if it's worried about the jobs market.
Yeah, and the problem is that those two things are in tension right now because inflation is above where the Fed would like it to be, and there's also the concern that tariffs could make that go higher. So in that environment, you wouldn't tend to see the Fed cutting interest rates, but why are they doing so? Because of concerns over the jobs market. Now, here's the challenge. There's a government shutdown, so we're not getting any data on what the jobs market looks like because the Bureau of Labor Statistics is closed. As someone that worked at the Fed, you need the data to show the economists what's going on. So they're probably looking at a lot of these companies. And in fact, the Fed chairman said, I asked him this question in the press conference yesterday, are you noticing any significant issues in the labor market, in the jobs market? He said, quote, no significant deterioration in the labor market for right now. But the reason why they're cutting interest rates is to stop that from happening in the future.
And he said, like, without the data, it's like driving in the fog. When you see the fog, you slow down.
Exactly.
That's what they're doing. Okay.
Brian, thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.